Welcome. Greetings from warm and sunny Burgundy. I would like to tell you about the place that I like a lot, and I think this is a must-see place if you happen to be in Burgundy. And this must-see place is the best wine bookshop in the world. Athenaeum, the Rue de Hotel Dieu in Beaune, and it's a best bookshop right next to the Hotel Dieu, so there's a lot to see. You're not going to be making extra trip, and it's right next to a Place Cardinal. We're going to go have a look inside. Set up in 1989 by André Boisseaux, and then eventually was taken over by Mr. Vincent Clement, who I don't really know these guys, but when you actually go into that shop and you see what's there, you're going to be amazed. There is around 10,000 references, and it is based around the books, wine, particularly wine books. Although not only wine, there is a lot of the other topics surrounding as well, gastronomy. But really, all that is built around wine. Let's have a look. I mean, you really have phenomenal selections. Amount of books here is really unrivaled, and this is all very much divided by. Is really heavily based on the wines of Burgundy, as this is the region, as we are in the region of Burgundy. This sort of main point. It's got over 1,200 square meters, so it's massive, over 4 floors. This is the part when you've got maps. If you want maps, this is place to go. I mean, and the good thing about them is a lot of those maps, when you're actually buying them, you do not know what they're going to look like when you actually hang them on the wall. Here you can see them hanged on the wall. I mean, you see all that. Those are the particular maps of Burgundy. You've got Côte, you've got Côte de Beaune, the vineyards, and then you've got a lot of those large scale maps. If you, let's say, you want a specific map of Echezeaux, there you go, with all the DOD and all the growers as an example. Well, there's a lot of it. There is Bonne here as well, Morachet, Clos Vougeot, and so on. That's fantastic. Nice part. So yeah, so that's the. Excuse me. Not only Burgundy. You've got others, like, you can't really buy this. I'm reading this now. That's how I'm learning French. I'm reading this Drop of God, very famous series. You can very much buy all the episodes here, which is rare. And you've got other regions as well, Chateau Rayas, oak and wine spirits, etc. Right? Let's have a look at. So yeah, and yeah, man, fantastic. Really, really great as well if you're in the region and you want to buy a gift for someone. It's fantastic for that as well. I mean, it's got a lot of other things, I mean, you name it. There's so many various gadgets, like this sort of the little badges, these little bracelets. I mean, you can't really, really find something here. Either, I mean, look, scarves, candles. Oh, this one is fantastic, yeah. Orange and fleur. Yeah, you know, you've got, and then you've got rooms like that. There's quite a few of them. Total of the square meters of this shop, I've been told, is 1,200 square meters. So as you see, of course, it's all built around the wines of Burgundy. But then actually when you go to each individual floor have something that is specific. Here you've got, I mean, a big mix of biographies and so on, and you know, a lot of those gadgets and so on. Yeah, a lot of the, if you want to buy a good pen, then they very much have all of them there for you, ready to go. Let's have a look at the first floor. I mean, yeah, you know, does look like a school supplies. This really great. I know, sorry, I'm going in the wrong way. The stairs to the first floor is over there. You know, including the clothes. If you want to go get something, I mean, you know, Michelin. That's what Michelin is famous for. You know, Michelin maps. That's how the Michelin star were established. So you've got all the, actually, this is probably dying trade, dying side of the business, because everybody use the digital, but you know, you can still get the actually map on a paper. Is this return to the paper happening? Well, I hope so. I like to read. I think there is a difference between actually having physical books and having digital book. Well, you've got this cool bottles for kids, water bottles that looks like animals. Yeah, so there's a lot of the things that are around it. It does somewhat feel like a library as opposed to shop, but it's a library where you can actually pick something and get it. Yeah, so this is a very nice part. If you ever got here, if you have kids, then then you can actually find a lot of the kids. That's the first floor, and this is very much all for kids section. Yeah, you name it, is there. A lot of books for children, etc., various age. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, I'm surprised about second war, French Empire, comic type. Yeah, so a lot of choice, a lot of fantastic choice that, you know, you could see and get something for your kids. I mean, of course, Lego and a few other things. Yeah, great, excellent. And now we go downstairs. They've got so there is a total of. There's only one floor here. There is a toilet. No, there isn't a toilet. Staff quarters. So that's that. I mean, the wine is the books. I mean, have a look at it. It's fantastic. You know, a lot of the books, what I always find as well, which is great, if I want to buy a book and spend a bit of money, you can actually see what the book is like. This is the downstairs. They've got a very nice part when it's dedicated to cooking, cookbooks. I mean, you know, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, Jesus, there's so many cookbooks. But they're fantastic, yeah. And look at all this stuff here. Curries of the world. If you curry guy, I mean, you can eat curry every day for a month and you're never gonna get bored with it. They have a lot of this high-end, probably handmade, I would imagine, of mugs and cups, plates and so on. Very nice ones, you know, not cheap ones. I mean, this vase, 30, 95 euro, 60 euro, 95. So what you would find, what they really look at doing is, which I think is the right decision, this vase is nice, like a kind of strawberry type vase, 55 euro, lemon, grape for 99.90, so on. Oh, this pepper one is nice, but expensive, 165. Fantastic. What they really focus on, which I think is the right decision, they gear towards premium products. Right decision, I think. Everything here is more of a higher end product. You don't really go here to optimize, to buy a cheap stuff, because you won't find it. It's a lot of this sort of the candle as well. Well, you've got, I mean, those ones are nice. And you have an idea, I mean, this fox, I mean, $37.5. I mean, you look at these hedgehogs. Piggy, little piggy. Salt and pepper piggy, 42 euro. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you've got, again, continuation of the cookbooks, mixed with some of the Burgundy, and you know as well a lot of other languages, which is kind of amazing to see. They have all this ready for you to buy, and then there is a part where it's got all the gadgets for your wine, all the imaginable stuff that you would ever need, all the sort of bottle openers, various corkscrew bottle openers. L'année du vin, this is called l'année du vin. Yeah, large one with all the 54 aromas of that are commonly found in wine. We've got, for example, pear. It tells you here what wines this aroma is typically found in: Barsac, Chablis Grand Cru, Criobata Montrachet, Savagnin, so on. That's cool. I've got one like that at home as well. They're expensive. They're about, the big one is I think about 250. Or if you're training your nose, this is worth looking into. And then we've got glassware. I mean, great amount of glassware. Various makers. Who makes the best glass? I mean, that's a good question. Who knows? Really. Zalto, I like them. They're pricey. When you see the prices of these wines, I mean, these glasses rather, 47, 48 euro per glass. And this is where they start this revolution. You've got Synodis, you've got shelf of Synodis, you've got shelf of the sort of the glass, various glassware, various tumblers, including those ones, kind of a glass with a little parrot in it. If you're in this type of things, 20 euro. Yeah, well, of course, Riedel have quite quite a range here, and you see they're cheaper. They sort of, they are 30 quid, 30 euro, 30 to 40 euro a piece. Then you've got Grassel glass, which is even more delicate than the than Zalto, and prices are fair. 42 fair, premium. It's a premium glass, 42 to 48 euro per glass. If you're into something more, not more. Actually, it's not more. It's not less. It's kind of same. It's interesting how they line up everything between 25 from small to sort of 50. This is Spiegelau. Very good glasses as well. I think I find them very decent. And then what else we've got here? Oh yeah, well they do have as well Nachtmann. If you want something cheaper, well then it's not bad. It's not bad. And the price, 750. So you know. And then the Lehmann, again, sort of cheaper end, Lehmann. Sort of, you know, bigger glass, about 1650. So third the price. But they're good glasses, they're solid glasses. I've got some of them at home and I can't complain about them. I think they're very good for what they cost. Yeah, so you know, and you've got the carafes. I mean, no one quite does it like Riddle. When you look at this, it's fantastic. But it's for 480 euro. Those fancy ones. But you know, it doesn't have to be. I mean, these Riddle ones, 43 euro. You know, or this one. I always like this carafe. This 43 euro. This sort of, they call it Merlot, I think. But I think this is excellent. Excellent all-purpose carafe. I always liked it. For red, for white, works with everything. Works with most. Work with most. And then, you know, you've got some of the fancy spittoons and more carafes and so on. Yeah. Chopping boards. Nice. Then on the other end you've got more stuff, including curavans, including some of the sort of these really fancy steak knives, which, you know, we set you up very quickly for up to 300 pounds, 300 euro rather, a piece for 9.47, which is a nice knife. I'm not too sure they're worth this kind of money, but hey, look, whatever works. Yeah, so you know. So this is what they have, chopping boards and so on. And then the last one is some, you know, some vases and so on. And then the last part is the wine shop, of course. And wine shop that actually have a lot of value here. Prices aren't, I find it, for the location where it is. I find you can pick something like, as an example, those Volnay Peric Billet 22, 90 euro, or Volnay Premier Cru 115. Yeah, so you know, or Montelly for 62 and so on. So you know, it gives you a lot of options. You can have a look what they have. I found that for the wines, well, you're in the center of Beaune, so of course this ain't gonna be cheap, but you can pick some wines that you're gonna like. Yeah, so that's very much that's that. I mean, if you're in the region, come check it out. Pretty fantastic, beautiful shop. A lot of great books and souvenirs and gadgets and so on that are all around wine and cooking. That's pretty much it. All the best, and I'll speak to you soon.